welcome back to my channel. My name is Alicia Hart. I am a first year K through 2 autism teacher, second year public school teacher, 20 some years in education. Today is the first day of school. I'm excited. I'm thinking I may just end up doing mini vlogs because I haven't even finished my classroom setup. Well, I haven't finished my classroom setup vlog, but I also haven't finished my actual classroom setup. So that's a whole other story. But I got my classroom mostly together. Come to find out that my parapro is a new hire. She was a sub last year, so they cannot actually let her start until today, which is the first day of school, because she's still a sub in the system, which means that I had to do pre-service or pre-planning by myself. Well, that would have been probably okay if I didn't have 10 million trainings. Yesterday I had to do the mindset training, which is the training to tell you how to contain students. So that took all day. It's really a 2-day course. Thank God they were able to do it as a long 1-day course, because if I had lost 2 days of my pre-planning, it would have been out the window. I barely had the room ready for meet and greet on Monday. So, like I said, the classroom's not really done yet. So maybe I'll wrap that one up in a video. So it may come out after. So the classroom setup may come out after this video. But I think I'm just going to start doing single videos, 5 minutes long, maybe when I come in the morning. And then if I happen to get some clips for the day, see if I can edit that in. But I don't think I'm ready on my little YouTube journey to do multi-day videos. I'm not big on editing, and I'd rather just video, record something and throw it up there. And so if you don't like very raw footage, you probably aren't going to like my videos. Because that's how I always did them anyway. I just do the video and post it. I don't really edit. I'm not trying to become, famous. I'm just wanting to get the information out there, number one, so that I can use it as a kind of a diary. That was my plan for last year. And the last year just was chaos from day 1 to day 180. So hopefully this year won't be so chaotic. Yeah, teaching autism, no, it won't be chaotic, right? But yes, I have to do videos of me with the students, very short videos, without any kind of identifying details for I'm in the alternate preparation program for Georgia. So for the alternate preparation program, I have to have short videos of me doing certain things. And those are going to be part of my vlogs. So if nothing else, there'll be little snippets of me in the classroom for that program. I would like to do snippets just in general, just to kind of show what real life is like in an autism classroom. Mine's not going to be so real life as others. I met at my mindset training yesterday, I met another woman that's in my same school district, same age group. She has 11 students. I have 5. I am so lucky. I met a BCBA that works for the school system, and she told me to contact her because I mentioned to her that I was working on getting my BCBA, and maybe I could talk to her about supervision. So that's great. So I think with me having 5 students this year, maybe I actually can work on at least the supervision part of my BCBA, because I won't have so much going on. With only 5 students, I shouldn't be so overwhelmed like I would be with 11. Also, I had a bunch of emails yesterday, of course. When the day you're not there, you have a million emails of important things that are going on, especially PD wise. I'm real big on PD. I'm real big on learning. As a matter of fact, I was trying to listen to a webinar, and I got a phone call, and it started the whole webinar over, and I'm like, I can't. So I have a bunch of videos I have to watch for different things, but there is a special education teacher program, like induction program, that I was invited to join. I'm going to join that, and then I also was invited to join an autism teacher consortium, however you say that. So I'm excited about that. So autism is my thing anyway. SPED, I'm loving. I'm really excited to get to have these learning opportunities. I also saw that they do an OG training, or Orton Gillingham, for reading. And so we can just do the Cox campus. If you're in Georgia, you probably know what I'm talking about, but there's a free program for teachers, because in Georgia we have to get a reading like endorsement or reading training of some sort. I'm really thinking I want to look into getting that OG training, because it's they say it's really good for like SPED, and I really want to be prepared, because my students, I heard last year, see, this vlog's gonna be long enough. It's gonna be probably 10-15 minutes long of me just running my mouth. I heard that last year the students were on devices just about all day, and I'm like, I'm not doing that. I actually am really considering, there's probably a whole other video, I'm considering just not even having devices, but the days like when I have to have them, there's like certain requirements they want us to do on some of the programs they pay for. But aside from that, I'm thinking I'm going to get rid of devices, because even some of the IEPs say hands-on. Hands-on means no device. But so they're on devices. That's not such a big deal, right? But then I find out that they weren't just on devices like doing iReady, iExcel, 99 Math, whatever programs, you know. No, they were on YouTube all day long. You send your child to a school and they were letting your child sit on YouTube most of the day. It's what I heard. Now, it may not be true, but I heard from other teachers that like that's basically what they did. So I'm really concerned about their reading, because now here we are in 1st and 2nd grade, and we haven't had any kind of good reading training. And like my biggest goal for my students would be, because I have K through 2, would be for them to be able to read on some kind of a level, no matter what their degree of delay is in their autism diagnosis. I want them to be able to read at some level before they leave me. Even if it's just CBC words, even if it's just the heart words, I want them to be able to read something before they leave me. All of them, I think, have a goal, a reading goal in their IEPs. I think except for one, he's still working on communication. Can't learn to read if we, don't look at things. So he's at the point where he's still not, doesn't have that joint attention. So I'm gonna work on that joint attention with him. But I really take it seriously. Like, I take being a teacher seriously, and I think some teachers, just saying, I think some teachers take being a teacher less, and some admin, less seriously when they have students who are lower functioning. So when you have students who are on a low functioning level, as far as maybe their MOID, which is moderate intellectual disability, autism, when they're not functioning like everybody else in society, we tend to think that they don't understand things, that they can't do things, and I think we take it less seriously, where actually it should be more serious, because that means that they have a hurdle that other students do not have in order to learn to read. So that's my view on especially autism, is that yes, it is a disability of sorts, but I'm not trying to take the autism off or away. I'm not trying to change who they are. I'm not trying to change their personality. I'm trying to give them the tools to overcome those hurdles that they are inevitably going to face. Just like someone who's missing an arm or a leg, any kind of hurdle that you have to function in society, I want to help you to overcome that and find other ways around it. So if you're neurodiverse, your brain works differently than other people. I'm not going to try to fix your brain, not going to try to fix your thinking, but I do want to give you those tools so that you can access things the same way that other people do. Even though it's 4 times as hard to access it than those people. And if you're in any kind of a minority situation or disability situation, you know what I mean. Even as women, we have to work, harder than men to get the same respect, the same things in society. If you're of a person of color, you have to work harder than other people to get the same access. It's the same thing with people who are neurodiverse. They have to work harder than their gen ed peers to get access. And if we're not working harder as a teacher to give that child access, then we're screwing up. That's just the bottom line. So that's my soapbox for the day. So here I go, headed to the first day of school. I'm excited. I have a mess back here. It'll probably still be here when I leave today. I will try to get on and let you know my first impressions of the first day of school and maybe my next action steps for today. I just have a few paper things I want to work on, and I want to, my thinking is to swap from whole group, small group, whole group, small group every 10 minutes. So 10 minutes will be whole group, we'll read a book. 10 minutes we'll go back to small group or individual. Maybe I'll show you how to use a certain manipulative toy. Then you'll go back to your table, you'll work with that manipulative toy. Come back, maybe we watch a video and sing a song, do a brain break. Then we go to the table and we work on coloring skills. So I just want to go back and forth and keep them just moving and try to keep them engaged, and also try to get them to want to see what's next. Like, oh, it's time to change. What are we going to do now? But keep them prepared, of course, not throw anything at them, but just kind of keep them on their toes a little bit about being curious, so that they're not just wanting to go sit in a corner somewhere. They're wanting to engage and find out what's going on. What are we doing? So that's my plan. Also, I have a big old bag of Skittles. I have lots of stickers. I told her we're going to flood them with reinforcement these first 3 days. Go out on the weekend, and then maybe we can probably flood them on Monday. And then on Tuesday, we can start letting up a little bit on the reinforcement. Like I said, I had that one joint attention baby that I'm going to work on giving him. One of his goals is to give him a choice anyway. So give him a choice between sticker and Skittle, and then just try to encourage that choice making, that autonomy, that joint attention. So yeah, my brain's always working, trying to think of new ways that I can teach the things I need to teach. And I think I'm going to enjoy SPED because I don't have to teach all the kids the same thing at the same time according to the schedule that they give us, blah. Head Start started doing something like that. They gave us this pre-curriculum, and we had to go exactly by what the curriculum said, and that's when I finally was I got to get out of the classroom, and that's when I moved to admin and became a family service worker. But yeah, I don't think I could ever be a teacher that had to go by a pre-made curriculum and follow it every day. Now I am going to do the U-Fly curriculum. I'm going on and on, but yeah, I'm planning to do the U-Fly curriculum. But other than that, I kind of have a lot of leeway because my students are at such different levels. I have to cover everything in one day. So that is that. I will get back with you after school. I'll let you go because this is probably the most babbling video ever. Like I said, I don't use a script. I don't edit. You're probably gonna be begging me to edit after this, but I'll see you later today, and thank you for watching.